guest is known for creating the perfect romantic match. Here's a look at CTV's Patti Stanger, the Matchmaker.
I've successfully made thousands of matches that have made many wedding planners very rich.
The second we leave this beach, I'm already gonna have our honeymoon plan, basically.
I'm not mad. Where are we going?
Cheers to Patti and a match made in heaven. Cheers.
You may know me as the millionaire matchmaker. $500,000 ring, I will marry you tomorrow. But I'm expanding my clientele and offering my services to any single looking for love, no matter what their bank statement says.
Joining us from New York City, please welcome Matchmaker Patti Stanger. Hello, Patti.
How are you?
Oh my gosh, it is so nice to have you. So many of your fans know you best, obviously, from your show, Millionaire Matchmaker. But what can fans expect from Patti Stanger, the Matchmaker?
I think this show is very different than what you see in a Millionaire Matchmaker. Millionaire Matchmaker is like funny and kitschy, and we get in, we get out. But this is a show about healing.
Yeah.
We've gone through a dating crisis globally, not just in the United States or Canada, where people are not connecting. They're addicted to their phones and their tablets and computers, and they will talk to people and never meet in person, think it's a relationship. And on top of it, I think that, the biology hasn't changed, just the technology, and we've lost our way. So I go deep with intakes and I figure out your patterns, and my job is to read your energy and break it.
Yeah,
that's my job.
I think that's so amazing. And like you said, the dating climate has changed so vastly. I love that you kind of put your finger on it, that it's not biology that's changed. We necessarily haven't changed, but it's the way that we communicate. And people think that if they talk to someone online, then maybe that's a relationship. But do you think that's the main reason people are having such a hard time, or singles are having such a hard time finding the one?
Well, there is a hiccup between men and women.
Yeah.
Oprah had said that a long time ago, that, we've changed gender roles. And we are doing that. Women are becoming men are becoming women, and nobody knows how to do anything anymore. And then obviously we have the fluid community and the bi community, and people are just like, well, who asked who out? And so I think when, the men are terrified of getting canceled and doing the wrong thing and not asking permission, and they're getting in this place like, well, let her ask me out. So the women are going into the DMs and being very aggressive on these platforms. And they may get the guy, like Nick Vile is my co-host on the show. And his fiance went into his DMs, and she lived across the country and gave him an ultimatum. That's great in theory, but 90% of women don't feel comfortable aggressively going after a man.
Yeah.
And it backfires on them.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's the thing. And with when it does backfire, even if you are working with a matchmaker such as yourself, I can imagine there's still benefits. I can imagine that you still learn a lot about dating, what you actually do want. Is that one of the things you found in your career?
I found that we now know about attachment styles, and we knew about the 5 languages of love, but we didn't understand, like, the Gottman Institute is one of the best places to learn about relationships. And there's a lot of programs out there which don't really explain to you, like, even a first phone call, a woman is auditory. If she doesn't hear a man's voice to know whether or not to proceed, whether it's healthy or safe or whatever, she can't go to the next level. So if you text a girl and say, let's go out, and never call her and never hear her voice, she's at risk. And so women are not using their senses to determine, is this a good mate? Is he going to protect, make me feel safe? Do I like him? Do we have things in common? We're all like, hey, have that wish list to the floor. How rich is he? What plane does he have? That's not what it's about.
No.
And they've lost their way on vetting. Vetting is really off right now.
Yeah.
Male and female. Yes.
Completely. It's I think the kind of old school way of meeting somebody. If you're out at a bar, at least you have the fact that you're at the same bar in common. You have that to kind of go off of.
Right.
Yeah.
And you live in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal.
Yeah, that is so true. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. Well, I can't let you go today without asking for your #1 dating advice. I've been married for a long time, so I'm not looking, but for anybody else who is looking.
Okay, well, let me tell you, the #1 dating advice I say right now is to get out of the house.
Yeah.
And I mean, follow your dreams, where if you're a woman and you want to meet a man, where do men go? You know, we now are into the NFL. I was always into the NFL, and that made Millionaire Matchmaker one of the biggest shows because they were fans of mine. Now we have an NFL player in the season on the CW.
Yeah.
But you need to know where men go. Women need to know, and men need to know. Like when I tell a man to go to yoga class, it's 90% female.
Yeah.
You can close and get a girl's number very quickly.
Yeah.
And the prettiest woman is usually not the one that's been asked out. That's another thing you need to know.
Yeah.
But when it comes to women, you must be where men are because they're visual creatures.
Yeah.
And they need to see what you look like. They can't just look at pictures and talk to you on the phone. They have to see you in person.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I can't even, you have the most fascinating job. I'm so intrigued with the amount of kind of love matches you've made. Absolutely amazing. Well, congratulations on this new show, Patti. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Kiss everybody. in
Great
Canada.
job. Thank you. Thank you. Patti Stanger, The Matchmaker, airs Thursdays at 8 p.m. on CTV2. We got to take a... Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.